Welcome back to your channel name, your go-to source for breaking down complex global events and their impact on our daily lives. Today we're diving into a critical topic: the heightened cybersecurity risks facing the United States following recent American bomber strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. These strikes, which took place on June 21, 2025, have escalated tensions with Iran, and experts are warning that cyber attacks could be Tehran's next move. But what does this mean for you, your online banking, your access to utilities, and your daily digital life? Stay with us for the next 15 minutes as we break it all down. We'll explore why Iran is a potent cyber threat, what kind of attacks we might see, and how they could disrupt critical infrastructure and your personal security. Let's get started. On June 21, 2025, the U.S. launched Operation Midnight Hammer, a series of airstrikes targeting Iran's nuclear facilities in Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. President Donald Trump called it a spectacular military success, aimed at crippling Iran's nuclear ambitions. But this bold move has heightened tensions, and Iran has vowed retaliation. While physical attacks are possible, experts say cyberspace is where Iran is most likely to strike back. The Department of Homeland Security issued a bulletin on June 22nd, warning of a heightened threat environment in the U.S. It specifically noted that low-level cyber attacks by pro-Iranian hacktivists and state-sponsored actors are likely. Iran has a history of using cyber warfare as a tool of asymmetric warfare, meaning they can cause significant disruption without matching the U.S. military might. Iran's cyber capabilities, while not as advanced as China or Russia, are still formidable. They've targeted U.S. infrastructure before, like the 2021 attack on Boston Children's Hospital and water facilities in 2023. These incidents show Iran's willingness to hit soft targets, systems that, if disrupted, can cause chaos in our daily lives. So, why is Iran such a potent cyber threat? It comes down to their strategy and capabilities. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, has a dedicated cyber electronic command that works with advanced persistent threat groups. Think of them as elite hacking teams. Groups like APT-34, APT-35, and CyberaV3 Engers have been linked to attacks on critical infrastructure worldwide. Iran's playbook includes a mix of tactics: distributed denial of service attacks, or DDoS, which flood websites with traffic to crash them; phishing campaigns to steal sensitive data; ransomware to lock systems until a ransom is paid; and wiper malware that can destroy entire networks. They've also been known to spread disinformation to sow panic, like fake alerts sent to Israelis during recent conflicts. For example, in 2016, the U.S. Department of Justice indicted 7 IRGC-linked hackers for a DDoS attack on major U.S. banks like Bank of America and J.P. Morgan Chase. These attacks disrupted online banking for thousands of customers. More recently, Iranian hackers claimed responsibility for briefly shutting down Trump's Truth social platform after the strikes. What makes Iran unpredictable is their willingness to target civilian infrastructure. Think hospitals, power grids, and water systems. Unlike military targets, these are often less secure and have a bigger impact on everyday life. Let's talk about critical infrastructure. These are the systems that keep our society running: power grids, water treatment plants, hospitals, and transportation networks. Cybersecurity experts warn that Iran could target these to cause high-impact, very visible, and very inconvenient disruptions. Take the power grid. A successful cyber attack could cause widespread outages, leaving homes and businesses without electricity. In 2023, Iran-linked hackers breached a water plant near Pittsburgh, forcing it to operate manually. Imagine if your water supply was cut off or contaminated because of a hack. These are real risks. Hospitals are another prime target. A ransomware attack could lock medical records, delay surgeries, or disrupt emergency services. The 2021 Boston Children's Hospital attack showed how Iran isn't afraid to hit healthcare systems. And then there's transportation. Cyber attacks on aviation or rail systems could cause delays or even safety risks. The Department of Homeland Security and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA, are urging organizations to harden their defenses. But many critical systems still use outdated technology or have weak security, making them vulnerable to Iran's tactics. Now let's bring this closer to home. How could these cyber attacks affect you? One major concern is online banking. Iranian hackers have a history of targeting financial institutions with DDoS attacks, phishing, and ransomware. A DDoS attack could knock your bank's website offline, preventing you from accessing your accounts. Phishing campaigns could trick you into giving away your login credentials, leading to stolen funds. Imagine trying to pay your bills or transfer money, only to find your bank systems down or your account compromised. In 2016, Iranian hackers disrupted the websites of major U.S. banks, causing widespread inconvenience. With tensions now at their peak, experts fear a repeat of such attacks. Beyond banking, cyber attacks on utilities could disrupt your access to electricity, water, or internet services. A prolonged outage could affect your ability to work, shop, or communicate. And if disinformation campaigns spread, you might receive fake alerts urging you to avoid certain areas or take unsafe actions, like the false shelter warnings sent to Israelis recently. These disruptions aren't just inconvenient, they can be dangerous. If a hospital's systems go down during an emergency, lives could be at risk. If your bank account is compromised, your financial security could take a hit. This is why cybersecurity experts are urging everyone to stay vigilant. So what can you do to protect yourself? First, enable multi-factor authentication on your online accounts, especially banking and email. This adds an extra layer of security. Second, use strong, unique passwords for each account. Consider a password manager to keep track of them. Be cautious of phishing emails or texts. If something looks suspicious, don't click on links or share personal information. Regularly update your software to patch vulnerabilities and back up important data to an external or offline device to protect against ransomware. Stay informed about the latest threats. Follow trusted sources like CISA or the FBI for updates on cyber risks. And if you notice anything suspicious, like a strange email or a slow bank website, report it to the appropriate authorities immediately. Businesses and individuals alike need to stay proactive. The U.S. government is working with industry partners to monitor threats, but we all have a role to play in keeping our digital lives secure. The recent U.S. strikes on Iran have opened a new chapter in cyber warfare. While the U.S. has robust defenses, Iran's history of targeting critical infrastructure and civilian systems means we can't let our guard down. From your online banking to the power grid, the risks are real and the stakes are high. We've covered a lot today: the reasons behind Iran's cyber capabilities, the potential targets like hospitals and utilities, and practical steps you can take to protect yourself. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to your channel name for more updates on global events and their impact on you. Let us know in the comments how you're staying cyber secure in these tense times. Until next time, stay safe and stay informed.